Scarecrow Festival is like the most important day of the year. What? Daft Cow?
This is just ridiculous. What the actual fuck?
Right, another question that I've got. I did write out. Now, in King of the Nerds, you've got Weak Nathan and Count Fartula. And Kerry mentioned something about Columbine.
Yes.
Now, is it a coincidence that one of them is wearing a long leather black jacket?
No,
which
is...
Which is what one of the guys from Columbine was wearing.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
No, I did.
We were worried about doing that because we were like, God, if there is a shooting when it comes out, we'll have to pull that episode and
right.
Yeah.
not play it. But yeah,
no, I think
Was it a subconscious thing, or
I think it was a riff on the day,
right?
And I think it was actually a suggestion from Simon, wasn't it? That line.
Yeah, because we did genuinely look like the sort of kids that were going to school with it.
Yeah, they did. Nerds.
Yeah, because it was because when we're doing the episodes of looking at each episode, I go through each episode like 10 seconds at a time and writing notes, and it was only then that I looked and I thought, one of those fuckers has got a long black coat on.
I didn't think I knew that.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
there you go. I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah,
that's
very
good.
proud.
Also, in the same episode, that drink you're drinking, what was that?
Oh,
it was called Spirulina, and I was actually sick. That is me actually retching.
Because I was going to say, that is great acting on the gagging.
No, I was proper gagging as well, but you got sensitive gag reflex.
I've got really sensitive gag reflex. And
she had a sick bucket next to, after, between takes, and we just vomited.
I was sick.
The poor runner had to sort of empty it in the garden. But that's glamorous show business, really.
Right. And the other one I would say about that is when you're crying in that episode, when Curtin comes and sees you.
Yeah.
Again, is that pretend crying?
That's tear stick.
Is that what it is?
Crying.
Because that was amazing. That really. We were talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
Saying that either that is they put something in your eyes, or that's just fantastic acting.
Oh, well,
not saying
it's fantastic.
I'm not saying
acting.
it isn't fantastic acting, but even like the fact you could smell, you could hear the mucus in your nose, and I think it's fantastic.
Do you know what? It's kind of like an Albasoil kind of mentholy thing that they put, and it just makes your nose run, and you just have to do that, and then you.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant because you don't have to do any acting. That's how lazy I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in series one, then, for each of you, what's your favourite episode? Do you have the same favourite episode? Or...
Yes, I think so.
I think so. It's changed a few times.
Oven Space is our favourite.
Yeah.
Right, and a favourite in regards to your whole experience of making it or writing it, or what it looks like as a finished product?
I think it was just such a challenge because we had fuck all money in the budget. So one of the episodes had to be just in one room, pretty much, with just us, because we couldn't afford any other actors. So, I mean, we have 3 characters. We've got the mum upstairs.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was the biggest challenge. And it was our weakest when it was on paper. And I remember there being notes coming back. I think we were worried about, we thought it was our weekest.
Yeah, definitely.
When it was on paper.
And even when we were filming it, because we filmed that over 2 days, that whole episode. And we were, after the first day, I think everyone was a bit, shit, is this going to work?
Yeah.
And then I think it really came out in the edit with Tom and Simon, because we did like loads of spare sort of talking heads that we sort of didn't really know that we were going to use, but we sort of covered ourselves and I think we just let the cameras run for like 20 minutes and they were just firing questions at us. So I think that's the one episode with the most probably improv lines. So that changed a lot from what it was on the script to what it became. Changed massively. But yeah, I mean, those sort of episodes, those sort of bottleneck episodes when it's just in one room, I mean, throughout like comedy, they're always my favourite. Like The Only Fools and Horses when they're stuck in a lift.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, and there's a Hancock one where it's just literally him, and there's no one else, and it's him talking to himself in a room. And those are always the best. It's just such good writing, and it was just it was a challenge. And we had so many different ideas for it. We sort of, we had, I can't remember what they were now. But yeah, I'm not interested. Well, we had and then we had the idea about, you're boring actually. You are,
Why?
you bore me.
Oh, fine.
Oh God! And ladies and gentlemen,
Gold.
this is the
No.
last
Gold.
ever
And that's
this
it.
country.
No.
So when you are writing an episode like that and the whole series, do you write it chronologically then? Have you written each one so you know that that's episode 1 and...
We definitely know what like episode 1 will be, and then we know exactly what episode 6 will be.
No,
but
that wasn't the
do we
question.
not?
It wasn't a question.
Why? What was the question then?
The question was, do you write chronologically? Which is, we write the first episode normally.
Yeah, well,
First
that's.
episode.
I think that's what he was actually asking.
No.
Me, so
What?
he did.
Do you write them in order? Did you write the first series in order?
Yeah,
We write.
and I was getting.
We always
to that.
write the last episode last.
Fuck's
And then
sake.
there's the other 4 just up for grabs, or whether. So there's not really.
I'm just not going to say anything now. You take it over then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a bloody better job
This
than you
is
do.
literally like having Kerry and Curtin in here. It's just
Well, that's the thing. I
amazing,
mean,
isn't
people go, "Where's your ideas coming from?" It's just us fucking about.
there you go.
It's sad, isn't it? We're not even actors.
No.
The whole show's real life.
Yeah.
It is.
Is there anybody that has actually thought that? Is there anybody that has come up to you and called you Kerry or Curtin rather than Daisy and Charlie?
No,
But we
only
get
stuff-
people shout at Kerry out of like.
Well, no,
car
what about the
windows and
forum
stuff.
that people were saying is disgusting?
Oh yeah, there was on so BBC Three posted a video on of us. I can't remember what the clip was from the show, and then somebody wrote underneath, "I think this is disgusting. The BBC exploiting these two lovely, you know."
They might be half-wits, but they got hearts of gold. And they didn't know that it was, obviously, and someone said, "Oh, it's just, it's a spoof, whatever."
Yeah.
But that was always excited us. I mean, particularly with shows like The Office, when people didn't know if it was real. I think we wanted to approach it from the sense that you could. I mean, obviously, people realised pretty quickly, after one episode or even half an episode, that okay, this isn't real life. But for that split second, for someone to be uncertain, is really magic. And I absolutely love that.
Can I just say your mum's watching? She's
Oh,
just
fuck
said,
off!
stop arguing.
Hello, man.
And we've got
See?
your dad watching and Slugs is watching.
Is he?
So we
Love
could do
Slugs.
live readings.
Well,
He isn't masturbating, is he?
Give it 2 minutes and Slugs will be at the bell. He'll be he'll be coming in.
Say about what you went to pick up something from Slugs.
He was wearing his PJs.
He's wearing 90s PJs
Loved it.
and eating nerds.
Really?
Yeah, he just lives the best life.
He's
Just
another
wanna
one living the
live his
dream.
life.
He
Yes.
lives the
He
dream.
lives the dream.
Wow.
What can we say? So, all being well, once Series 2 is done and dusted, you'll move on to Series 3, hopefully. Is this a sort of thing that you can see going on? Would we see, like, Series 74 and you're like...
No, I think I don't know.
Last
but
of the
this is
summer
what-
wine and you'll be...
Yeah, I think it's like we have to
Yeah.
figure out exactly where we want to go. I think.
I think
if we were-
you will get a feeling when it's sort
Yeah.
of the right.
when we're ready to move on from it. But
Because like Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant famously was like 2 series and a special and then we're done. And that's it. Sort of like the Faulty Towers
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
of doing
definitely.
it. But I don't know whether you sort of do you have a plan of like 5 series and then we'll sort of see how it goes?
Well, yeah.
Or just taking it a series at a time?
I think a series at a
we're
time.
sort of meant to be working it out, really, aren't we? In the next couple of
Yeah.
weeks. I mean, with stuff like The Office, it's sort of they sort of could only ever do 2 series because how much can you do it in one office? But
then the American Office went on for 10 series, I think.
true,
It was.
so they've got 100 writers. So
That is
Yeah.
true. That is absolutely true.
I don't know. We'll know probably a couple of more episodes would be great. Of course, a couple more series would be great.
Yeah.
But you've got the advantage that you could grow with the characters as well, age with them a bit more as well when they get.
It could be a thing where you just keep when we need the cash.
Yeah,
You just
keep
return
going
to it in
back.
like 10, 15 years.
Oh, you've got to do a Christmas special. You've got to do a Christmas
I'd love
special.
to do a
Love to.
Christmas
Let's see a
special.
Christmas special and then a movie, because like in true British sitcom tradition, you go abroad to Benidorm
Yeah,
or something like that.
Just
What's
milk
on
it
the
dry.
buses?
Yeah, or carry on abroad,
Absolutely milk it dry.
stuff like that. You've got it's limitless, the possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're writing about Kerry and Curtin, do you get ideas for other things that you would like to do as well? I.e., different
Different
characters
shows,
and different shows.
Yeah, it's quite. We haven't had many because we've sort of had
Our head
heads,
in it. It's
for
just so
long.
difficult to sort of
Yeah, occasionally
focus on
you know.
something else, isn't it? But I suppose there's a couple of things sort of lurking in the back of our minds that we'd like to,
Yeah.
explore. But it's such early days; it will literally just be a line, and that would be like
It's
that would
got
be a
no
funny
legs,
idea
yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Right. And could you see yourselves Just
monkey tennis.
Yeah.
working with other people and then getting back together again in the future and.
Oh, what, Charlie and I?
Yeah,
we could not work with anybody else. Could we?
Writing's such a
personal thing, and it's like you've got the great thing about writing with Charlie is I can tell him when the ideas are shit, which I wouldn't be able to do if it was like a friend. I suppose it would be harder.
I just think it takes such a long time to develop like a writing rhythm, rapport with someone. So we've already got that. So I don't know. I can't bother to do it with someone else.
Who types?
Me, obviously. She doesn't have a clue about computers.
No.
Well, you pretend you don't, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But if she goes, "I'll give it here. I need to type something," she'll type it, give it back to me, and it's just like the spelling and the punctuation is just insanely bad.
Yeah.
But
so are you good at like when you've finished a script of just leaving it alone, or are you constantly tinkering with it or taking bits out, putting bits in?
Yeah, I think. Well, obviously Tom and Simon work very closely on the script, so we'll do. It depends. Sometimes we do a draft and we're like, "Oh God, just get it done."
Yeah. And it'll be really shit. You can tell because the end's really rushed,
really bad,
and it's really cheesy bad ending.
And they'll say, "Oh, you rushed the ending."
You say, "Yeah, you didn't want it. You didn't give a shit, did you?" You say, "No."
So sometimes you just can be working on it for too long. It's like, "God, send it away, get it done with," and they'll come back with various notes. Always, pretty good, and we sort of. Yeah, it's sort of back and forth really. And there's some other episodes we're a bit more precious with and take our time a bit.
Yeah.
But it depends really.
Right, before we ask some more questions, normally on the show we do a little section called Kerry or Curtain. And I read out a quote from either Kerry or Curtain, and you have to tell me if it's Kerry or... Now, that's not going to work today, obviously, because you wrote the bastard thing. So, can you put up a minute on your...
on my generic device.
Clock? Who wants to go first?
You can.
You go.
Get Rox's paper.
Yeah, rock, paper,
Oh, yeah,
scissors.
Rox's paper.
1, 2, 3, then go.
Yeah. No.
Best of 3, yeah?
Yeah. No, best of 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4? That's I want anyway.
Well, yeah, but you did that and you waited for me to do the stone. Let's do it
I've never
again.
seen a 1, 2, 3, 4 before.
No, because you
you.
were the rock and then you changed to the paper on the 4th.
No. 1, 2, 3,
4.
like that.
Again.
Exactly 4 is the character 4.
Did exactly. Right, we're going to do a 60-second quiz.
Oh, God.
All right, you've got to answer as many of these as you can with the first answer that comes to you.
Who's going first, pal?
Data's going first.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Steady, go.
Cold baked beans, yes or no?
No.
Who is the most famous person you could text right now?
Charlie.
Favourite pizza toppings?
Pineapple.
Ice skating or roller skating?
Actually, mushrooms and then ice skating.
Which Disney princess would you like to take out and get pissed?
Belle.
Can you burp on command?
No.
Who's missing? Pew Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble.
Grub.
Favourite Muppet?
Gonzo.
Who played Kerry? Who would play Kerry in the US movie remake?
Kathy Burke.
How many pairs of novelty socks do you own?
1.
Bread and butter, toast or fried bread with a cooked breakfast?
Fried bread.
Ever stuck chewing gum somewhere you shouldn't?
Under the table.
Ever laughed so much a little wee has come out?
Yes.
Invisibility or power to fly?
Invisibility.
Apples, red or green?
Red.
That was a long... Oh, that's all my questions.
Oh, look,
Oh,
you
just
read
a
them
minute.
too
There you
quick.
go. That wasn't bad.
Well done.
And they're all correct answers. They're all correct
Yes,
answers.
they
isn't
are
it? They're-
correct.
Right, Jen, Charlie, you ready for yours? I got to get...
Ready?
Hang on.
Okay,
I got to get
this
my other bit
prepared.
of paper as well. Hang on. Right. Okay, tell me when you're ready, Neil.
Right, ready, steady, go.
Have you ever climbed a tree?
Yes.
How much change do you have in your pockets right now?
About
My
about
change.
£3.60. She gave it to me.
Yeah.
Last time you were asked for a selfie?
Probably a week ago.
Okay. Have you ever farted on your own and it made you laugh?
Yes.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
Puppies or kittens?
Oh, puppies.
Strangest place you've signed an autograph?
Slugs' bedroom.
Okay.
I don't know. No offense.
I meant on the body.
That'll do. Still slugs his
I haven't-
bedroom.
Never signed a body.
No? Okay. Every little helps?
Huh? What's that mean? Tesco.
Mickey Mouse or Danger Mouse?
Mickey Mouse.
Who would play Curtin in the US movie remake?
And we're out of time.
I've got a few questions left, so I'm going to say them all.
Yeah,
Go on,
go
then.
on.
I'll let you answer that one.
Who would? What? They have to be American.
Well, it's just in the US movie remake. Kathy Burke, isn't? So
Kathy Burke.
What? It's both characters.
It's got to be Mackenzie Crick, isn't it?
Brad
yeah,
Pitt.
but I mean, come on.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
That
When he
good.
loses weight. For
Yeah,
that
when
film.
he lost loads of weight for that film. Yeah,
You having that one?
looked like a crackhead.
I'll think of that.
Come back to that one. What 70s, 80s sitcom would you like to have been in?
Oh God.
Oh, you'll wank all over this because you love those.
Dad's Army.
Okay. Who would you have been? Pike. Stupid boy Pike.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.